As the drought continues to take its toll on the state, we have all had to adapt to how we use our water and how we water our lawns and use secondary water.
Yeah, but what happens when we flush that water down the drain? ABC4's Northern Utah correspondent, Kate Gardner, checking in with one wastewater treatment plant to find out.
In Layton, like much of Utah, lawns are turning yellow with water in short supply.
You know, it's always just been there. And we have secondary water as well, which has not been metered. And so we could just water as much as we wanted, because having a green lawn is always something like a badge of honor.
Sharon Wiggins has lived in Utah her entire life and is getting creative to keep things blooming.
The pitcher idea is awesome, where you catch the water in the pitcher and then use it when it's full.
While waiting for the tap to get warm or cool off, the water that would normally go down the drain is saved in a pitcher. Or
sometimes I'll do a bowl instead of a pitcher to catch the water as we're doing dishes, making sure that I don't get any of the food in there.
This salvaged water is then used on Wiggins' potted plants. But what happens to the water that still makes it down the drain?
So we always say, if you flush, we have water here.
Well, it makes it to a wastewater treatment plant, like the one in Logan.
And in these basins, we grow bacteria. And those bacteria, conveniently for us, they like to eat human waste.
Madeline Tennant is the plant manager and says a lot of science goes into cleaning our used water to push it back out into the environment. And at this plant, for 6 months out of the year, the treated water is given to farmers.
It can't be used on a crop associated with human consumption, so they can only use it on crops for animals.
And while the water doesn't go to waste, Tennant says it's still important that everyone do their part to conserve.
That's why having a yellow lawn's okay, because everyone else has a yellow lawn. And it would be embarrassing to have a green lawn at this point.
In Northern Utah, Kate Gardner, ABC4 News.
All right, so the Logan wastewater plant also telling us the treated water not used by the farmers makes its way to Cutler Reservoir and then eventually onto the Great Salt Lake.